Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel I like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addictive makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadows, singles, duochromes, multichromes, blush, highlight, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter, and today I want to try out the So Elemental. Yes, I fell for it. Let's give it a try. If you're interested, stick with me. We're getting into it right now. So originally when this launched on Colourpop's website, I was like, I don't really have $30 worth of things I want to put in my cart right now, so I'll just wait. It's coming to Ulta. So it finally came to Ulta, and through a confluence of factors, I ended up tossing it into my cart. So here we have it. So this is what the palette looks like. Obviously you've got a couple of mattes here, and then you've got just a couple of metallics, and then a pressed, I believe this is the only like pseudo pressed glitter that they have in this particular palette. But I'm excited. I want to give this one a try. So this is definitely like a slightly toned down version of the Dallas Mavericks palette. If you had that one in your collection, you may or may not need the new one. But I think that's the only like strong comparable Colourpop palette that I have for you. I think the next closest palette I have is Thunder from Colored Rain. So you can see there's definitely a lot of crossover there. So the other one I thought I'd show you would be On Cloud Blue, which I definitely think has a similar vibe to it, but it is much more like cool toned and neutral than this one. This silvery shade in here does have like a little bit of a blue cast to it, but I don't think it's nearly as blue as anything in this particular palette. So if you had those two, they are technically different, but very similar. Okay, so let's zoom in and try an eye look here for a first impression. So I'm gonna go into Calm Down first and then blend that out with Sia. Now going in with Calm Down, I used the About Face primer in case anybody is curious. Now I'm going to go in with Sia, which is the deepest matte blue here in the palette. All right, and I think on the actual lid itself, I'd like to use this one and this one. We may try some of this, maybe, and then this I'm gonna do on the lower lash line. Going back in with Calm Down for the lower lash line. And then Sia. And then Out of the Blue, which is that deep metallic in the bottom row there. We're gonna put that on the bottom lash. And we'll put In the Zen in the inner corner, that's the silver. And I'm gonna put Sabbath on my waterline. That is from Urban Decay, it's their matte navy shade. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Malibu Waves, which is that glittery something, and pop that onto the inner third. These are the shades that are allegedly eye safe, but I don't really know because I think they still contain PET glitters. So use at your own risk. Okay, let's get some mascara on, and then I think we can zoom out here. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty nicely. It blended together nicely. I'm surprised that the metallics that are in this palette are not as hard pressed as some of the other metallics that I've tried in their larger pans recently. So I think they might be starting to soften that a little bit, which I really appreciate. think the colors, you know, they have a really nice gradient and they didn't waste time with a bunch of redundant matte shades, which I appreciate. And I like the metallic choices that they have in here. This iridescent shade seems a little weak, a little soft. So if you're used to like really in your face iridescence, this one's going to be a bit of a disappointment, but it might make for a nice like brow bone highlight, or even like a soft, you know, off color highlighter for, you know, during the day, things like that. Overall, you know, I picked this up with a bunch of Ulta points, so I didn't have to pay for it, but I think even the $14 price point is pretty reasonable for this particular palette. But you know, Colourpop at Ulta, there's always that $3.50 off 15 coupon, so I would wait and maybe use that if you're going to pick something else up at the same time. So all in all, I do think this is a pretty decent palette. I like the design and everything for it. I like that it's the cardboard packaging. I think that's quite nice. And I do overall like the color story. I don't think there was as much redundant shades as I've seen in some of the other palettes that are similar to this. All right, let's get into some swatches. All right, and with that said, that is everything for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.